Finally.
I'm assuming your call means you have a progress report from me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I expected. We agreed you'd help Victoria continue to see me in a favorable light.
Well, I pulled the plug on that plan. Grant, you can soften Victoria up by yourself.
Excuse me?
I'm out.
You're out when I say you're out.
You cleared me when you accused your crazy wife of the hit and run. And who's going to believe that I was behind the wheel now?
You got this all figured out, don't you?
I know that you want to get rid of Cindy because I saw the look on your face when they dragged her off in the straitjacket.
Cynthia was out of place. I suggest you learn from her mistakes.
More threats.
You cross me on this, and Cynthia's stay in the psych ward will look like a week in Maui compared to what I'll do to you.
You know where your mother is?
She went out of town. Obviously, you didn't know either.
No. Considering what today is, I thought she could use a little company.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's why I'm here.
Do you have any idea where she went?
No, the only person she told was Paulina, and she's not talking.
This doesn't feel right, not at all.
Well, actually, I think it's okay. When I was in the library, I noticed the urn with Carl's ashes was gone.
Hello, Matthew, right?
I don't know you.
I'm Scott Guthrie. Your mother hired me yesterday after you flew away for New York.
What are you doing in the house?
Just dropping off some papers for your mother to look over. So will I see you in the office?
Oh, you bet.
Excellent.
Who is that? And where did he come from, do you think?
Well, Amanda told me he's what's left of Carl's regime. Apparently, my mother hired him.
What do you want?
He was offering me help to get rid of you.
Wants me fired.
He wants me to trust him. And for me to warn my mother against you.
Any idea where she went?
No.
She left the kids here and didn't say a thing?
Yes.
If you ask me, the trip seems a little sudden.
Is anyone here?
Birth certificate, his medical records. What does it have anything to do with you?
Sophia, please, look, listen. Let's just let this be between you and me, just the girls, okay? Let's not bother Matthew about this.
Okay, Lila, give me a break.
Look, please.
He went through his private stuff, and he should know about this. I'm going to tell him.
Please, just do me this one favor, all right? Just pretend you never saw me here. Please, Sophia.
What, so you want me to lie for you?
No, I don't want you to lie for me, okay? I just want you to, please, if the Coreys find out, there's no telling what they're going to do.
Found out
Nothing,
what?
just never mind. This isn't just about my happiness. This is about you, and it's about Matt, okay? Trust me on this.
Why should I believe that?
Because, look, I can't tell you, I just...
Lila?
Oh,
Lila? Lila?
oh.
Lila, are you all right? Okay, Lila, you're gonna be fine, all right? I'm gonna call 911, and you're gonna be just fine, okay?
All right, please, stop. Don't make this fuss over me. Okay. okay?
Lila, you practically passed out. You need an ambulance.
Fine, it's all right. I can handle this, okay? Don't call anybody. It's happened before.
That's what you want?
It's what I want. It's what I'm used to.
Look, Lila, when you fell asleep at my apartment the other day, can you just tell me what's wrong and what this has to do with Matt?
Sophia, I really can't think about that right now, okay? Okay?
Was the baby okay? I mean, are you in any pain or
No,
something?
I'm not in any pain. I just get dizzy, okay? And sometimes I get more of a warning than this, that's all.
Well, here, you should drink something.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're scaring me. I must look aside, huh? I'll be okay. I'll be fine. As soon as I put a little bit of makeup on, I'm just gonna...
Oh, Lila, you better sit down. You just relax.
No, please don't try to take care of me, okay? I have done all of this on my own so far. It's just sometimes it all gets to me. Sometimes all the lies just get to me.
What are you going to do, Grant? Turn me into the police? Who's going to believe what you have to say after what you told them about Cindy?
Think you got this all figured out, don't you? Hello, folks.
Oh, I certainly have. You finally outsmarted yourself.
You're pretty smug for a woman who tried to run her own daughter down.
I was out of my mind with grief. It was a mistake.
Oh, is that what you're calling it?
When I read Shane's journal, I didn't know that you and Lila had forged it. And it looked like Victoria had been lying to everybody for months.
You were always ready to believe the worst when it comes to Victoria, aren't you?
I believed it because I read all of those lies, except the lies were yours, Grant. And I wish that I had killed you.
Ooh, careful. Cold-blooded remarks like that can provoke a judge, Donna.
I swerved my car in order to avoid hitting my daughter. I never intended to hit her
You're
or
lying.
you.
You're lying. I saw your taillights. You see, I was never completely unconscious, Donna. You stopped the car, and at that moment you realized exactly what you had done, and then you drove on like nothing had happened, leaving us for dead.
I didn't. I was very rattled. I had hit my head, and I wasn't sure what had happened.
You knew, all right. You came bearing down on us, and I heard you accelerate the engine.
No, the car was out of control.
You were out of control, maybe.
The car was just going too fast.
You were not panicked. Your jaw was set and your eyes were cold. And that's exactly how I'll describe it to Marley when I tell her how you tried to kill her.
No, you can't.
Carl, I wish you could see this. It's almost worth dying for.
What the hell is that doing up there? Who authorized that?
I believe Mrs. Hutchins requested it.
Here in the reception area?
The secretary, Carl's secretary, made the arrangements. Do you have a problem with it?
I sure as hell do.
Well, I don't understand why it bothers you so much. Carl was CEO of Corey Publishing, just like Mackenzie Corey.
I don't know you, but let me explain something to you. There's nothing about Carl Hutchins that's like my stepfather. And the timing of this little display couldn't be worse. It's the anniversary of Mac's death.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand the connection here.
Well, let me make it for you. Carl hated Mac. And to see them together on the same wall, Carl in a position of honor, his main goal in life was to ruin Mac Corey, destroy his company, destroy his marriage, and then take his life.
Oh, now your mother mustn't agree with that assessment. She's never said a harsh word about Carl to me.
The bottom fell out of my mother's world when Mac died. Otherwise, she never would let Carl get near her, let alone touch her.
I suppose you haven't gotten over your loss.
Oh, this isn't grief you're seeing. This is an outrage. I never bought the kinder, gentler Carl. The man was a moral bankrupt.
He was always a perfect gentleman whenever I met with him. Man was only optimistic about the future of Corey Publishing as well as his family.
Oh, well, I'm sure. He had that act down cold.
Now, it must have been more than that. Your mother married him, had kids with him. Obviously, she had faith in his ability to
Yeah,
change.
well, my mother's faith was misplaced. Much like yours. Would you meet him a few times? Your first impressions deceived you. Let me explain to you why.
You know what? That won't be necessary.
Oh, it is if you're going to work here. What should I start with? How we kidnapped Amanda? But first things first.
Please, you can't tell Marley that I was driving that car. She'll hate me and she'll push me away.
I don't have a problem with that.
But she needs me now more than she ever did.
I told you hadn't thought this through, Donna.
Grant, please, you've already named Cindy as the person who ran you down. Now, Marley can't believe that I'm capable of doing something like that.
She knows that you were capable of passing her off as your sister for the first 18 years of her life, right?
Victoria's feelings for you are not going to change, not the way you want them to.
Listen to me. Marley will know everything. I will not leave out a single detail. How you came boring down on us as though you had us in the sights of a gun, only instead of pulling the trigger, you put the pedal to the floor.
You really want to hurt Marley?
Let me get this straight. You would kill Victoria with your car, but you don't want to upset Marley?
She's going to lose her will to live.
What if Victoria found out that she was your target? Do you think she'd take that in stride?
No, you're twisting all of
Give
this.
a damn about Victoria.
Yes, I do. I love both of my daughters. It's just that Victoria's the strong one. She was married to you, for God's sakes, and she survived that.
Donna, I care about what happens to Victoria. I care about what she feels, and she's going to know that even more after a little discussion with Marley.
No, please, you can't tell her she almost died, Grant, please.
Marley's been moved out of the burn unit, right? Never mind, I'll find that out myself.
All right.
All right what, Donna?
All right. I will make sure that Victoria has a change of heart. But my heart will not be in it.
Then be convincing, Donna. Because I do care about Victoria, and if we can't convince her of that, you will lose everything.
I said I would do it. Now leave me alone.
Donna, is anything wrong?
Ah, I need to visit my sick wife in the hospital, if you'll excuse me.
What was that about?
Just Grant being Grant.
Well, from my experience, that's never a good thing.
Lila, what lies are you living with?
No, don't mind me. Really, honestly, I'm just babbling. It's my hormones.
I just wish I understood this, that's all. Just tell me why the Coreys frighten you so much.
You know, I really shouldn't even talk about them like that. They were so kind to me, you know, after Shane died. I'm not feeling so woozy anymore, so I'm just gonna let you be, okay?
No, you shouldn't be alone, especially after you almost passed out.
Honestly, I don't want to face Matt, okay? And I've already upset you enough.
No, you know what, maybe I overreacted. It's just, when I came in here and saw you here.
I know, it must have looked terrible, but I didn't break in. Look, see, I got a set of keys.
Well, I guess you're here a lot.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not really, no.
Well, you were here that time when Nick stopped by and saw that sketch of me.
Oh, right. The naked one.
Yeah, yeah, you know exactly which one. Listen, Nick told me that you seem to be really at home here.
Sophia, look, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Matt and I, we didn't work out, and, you know, we're pals. I come over here and I raid his fridge and, you know, I water his plants.
Right.
And...
Look, you know, I was engaged to Nick, so I can't exactly, you know, be jealous, you know, just because Matt dated other women, so.
Matt dated other women. I wish that's all it was.
Hello, darling. How are you feeling? What's the problem, Dr. Perkins? How come she doesn't answer me?
Those antipsychotic drugs I've prescribed, they're quite strong.
Well, I guess it's best that she's subdued. That way she won't be a danger to herself or to anyone else.
Don't worry. I'll keep her nice and quiet.
By the way, I'm leaving for Switzerland tonight. Plan to make arrangements for Cynthia at a wonderful sanitarium there. I'll contact you with transfer details. I assume it's best to keep her comatose through all of this. Just make sure that you keep a close watch on her and make sure she doesn't have any visitors.
Of course.
What did you do besides date, Lila? What are you getting at?
You know what? He's your boyfriend now, and honestly, I don't feel comfortable talking about this. I really think you should ask him about this, and so I'm going to just put these papers...
Oh, no, I'll take these
all right,
papers.
just
Don't
one
worry
second.
about the papers.
I've got to look at one thing. All right, Schmeckett, that's all I wanted to know.
What do you care about Matt's blood
You know
type?
what? I don't care, okay? I was naturally curious, that's all.
Okay, Lila, game's over.
The game? What game?
I want to know the real reason why you're here right now.
Why? Do I seem like I'm hiding something?
Oh, Lila, just a little.
I thought this would be best for everyone. I did.
This is about the baby.
This baby is my business, okay?
No. You were at the hospital with Matt for your checkup. Now I know why. You're carrying his child.
I know you're holding something back, Donna. I felt it the last time we talked. Was it Grant then, too?
It's just everything.
Come on, talk to me.
I wish I could talk to you. There are just a lot of things that I can't talk about.
Donna, I'm your lawyer. You know, I'm bound by confidentiality to keep my mouth shut. Nothing can break that. Not hot coals, not splinters under my fingernails, not even elevator music.
You know, I used to have some idea of what the future would bring. At least what tomorrow morning would be like. It's not that I had any definite plans or anything. But I always knew Michael would be.
Well, that's how I felt when I lost Frankie. Here I'd had a full life, and all of a sudden I was facing a never-ending stretch of empty days and lonely nights.
If Michael were here, he would be able to tell me how to help Marley and Victoria. Instead, I just keep second-guessing myself.
No, I know that one.
Well, you've done a great job with raising Charlie, though.
Sometimes I wonder who's taking care of whom, though.
Michael took care of me.
I know. You and me. We're not only shallow, we're high maintenance.
You know, I just keep reaching for the telephone and to ask him something. And then I remember he's not there.
She's not there. I remember that there won't be any more holistic remedies in the medicine cabinet. No more long red hairs on her pillow.
I mean, does all that stuff ever fade? Does it...
Either that or you force yourself to get rid of it.
I just keep taking his ring on and off and on and off and then off, and I say you gotta keep moving on and get on with your life, and then I say why? What am I gonna do? Where?
I think the hardest thing is Letting feelings in other than the pain.
Yeah. And how do you do that?
I'm not sure.
Donna, hi, I'm glad you're here.
What's up? Here, sit down.
It's Rachel, and I'm not sure, but she's taken off with Carl's ashes. I just don't know where.
And here I thought I had a boring social life.
But I thought she said she was going to tell us when she was ready to do something.
Yeah, so obviously she hasn't said anything to either one of you.
No.
So that's what I've been afraid of, that she's going to isolate herself again, so she's doing it.
Well, can you blame her? I mean, it must be difficult grieving for Carl with all of us watching, wanting her to get over it.
Well, if that's true, if we are making her uncomfortable, then maybe she has gone somewhere to be close to Carl.
Didn't she say something when she was with us about Key West?
You know what, you're right. Key West, of course. That's where the twins were born. You think you can come back to my place with me for just a few minutes?
Oh, sure. Okay. We'll continue this another time.
Hey, anytime.
I'll
And remember, your secrets are safe with me. Just ask Felicia.
Thanks.
talk to you later.
Okay.
I suppose you can tell me what their secrets are.
Hey, did you see this?
I saw you took it down, thank goodness.
The both of you really hated Carl, didn't you?
Is this gonna be a problem for you?
It's just that I got a very different picture of the way things were.
From Carl?
Well, he did pitch Corey Publishing to me as a family business.
Well, it was until he took over.
He tried a hostile takeover several years ago.
Before he married your mother.
Yes. And then he convinced her that he had had a change of heart. Carl was a master manipulator.
Everything he did was designed to erase Mac Corey's place in this world. And the final stage was to suck Corey dry and have my mother killed.
You can't believe that.
No? Money's gone. And that bullet missed my mother by centimeters.
Now, I heard that very differently. I heard that Carl saved your mother's life.
I don't have any illusions about Carl, and you shouldn't either if we're going to try to get this company back on track.
That's actually really all I care about. I'm a businessman, not a shrink.
Well, good. Then maybe we can work together. Oh, Scott?
Yes.
Carl's name will be left out of any discussion you and I have.
It's fine.
Oh. One more thing.
Yes.
When it comes to the rebuilding of Corey,
You know, I gave your mother a proposal. She seemed very happy with it. I can show it to you. I'm sure you will be very happy.
I understand that. But we're going to do things my way. The way Mac Corey taught me.
Well, don't worry, I'm not as fierce as my brother.
So you're going to be working here, too?
Well, I can't stand by and watch Corey go down the tubes. I know Matt seems like a real bear, but he's overwhelmed right now.
Well, I suppose that's understandable.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to go pick up some personal things at the Herald, so I guess we'll catch up later.
Sure. Come on, Carl. Pick up. Come on, come on, come on.
Hello?
Hello? Who is this, please? Is anyone there?
Rachel's there. What the hell is going on?
Thank God I reached you. You know Rachel is down there. She's in the house. Well, no, she didn't see you, did she? Look, I didn't even know that she'd left Bay City. She did this on her own. Okay, you know, Carl, go to her. Yes, let her know that you're alive. Don't let her come back here. There is nothing for her here but Amanda and Matthew, and they will erase any memory she has of you. Yeah, well, you convince her to go away with you. You order the plane, I'll bring the twins down, and I know that's not what you planned, but I think it's the best thing.
I just saw something that really shook me up.
What happened?
Matt was sounding off to Scott about how much he hated Carl.
Right.
Scott wasn't fazed by it at all. He was totally cool through the whole tirade.
So what's weird about that?
He snapped the pencil that was in his hand. His knuckles were white. He couldn't even unclench his fist.
It sounds like Matt really got to him.
Well, he's putting on a good act, but that's all it is. He is sitting on something, and he hates when anybody talks down about Carl.
You got all that from a broken pencil?
Don't make fun of me. I know what I saw and what I felt.
Oh, I see. This is your favorite women's intuition talking.
He's lying about everything. About what he wants, about how he feels.
Maybe you just got a little too much of Matt.
Well, that could be true, too. I know that Scott thought that he was going to be boy wonder once my mother accepted his proposal. I think Matt pretty much told him that he would have to be... well, he would have to only speak if spoken to.
I don't think Scott's gonna like that at all.
I'm gonna warn Matt.
What?
I'm going to warn Matt. I have to. He can't go mouthing off like that. He has a right to know that you and I think that Scott is connected to Carl.
No way. If you bring Matt in on any of this, I am gone. Today.
Sophia, you're jumping to conclusions. Matt took me to the doctor's office as a favor, that's all.
Why are you going through his medical records?
Well, I was going through them because I'm,
You wouldn't want them if it wasn't important to your child.
You have got to stay out of this.
Lila, I thought you said you were carrying Shane's baby.
I know it. That's because I wanted to believe that. But listen to me. You cannot tell anyone about this, and if you do, I swear I will deny it.
Matt doesn't know. He doesn't know, does he?
No, and he can't find out. Okay, I swear if you tell him, I will travel so far, no one will ever be able to find me.
Are you sure Matt's the father?
Shane couldn't have children. That's what I've been so terrified of, someone finding his medical records and finding out.
So there's no one else?
Absolutely not. Shane and Matt were the only men I have ever slept with.
So why won't you tell Matt? I think he'd help you out.
I don't want to feel obligated. Besides, this baby was not conceived in love.
What does that mean?
You're involved with this man. I don't think we should go into this.
Lila, you're not going anywhere until you tell me everything.
Look, he pretended to care about me.
To get you into bed?
No. Because he wanted Shane's research.
I don't believe that.
Well, why do you think he started his own company?
Because, Lila, he dropped that idea because he realized that's not what he wanted to do.
No, honey. No. He dropped that idea and me because some French company marketed Shane's research first. Now, do you understand why I don't want him to know about this baby?
I think it's his responsibility.
It doesn't have to be. I want this baby to grow up proud, with Shane as his daddy, a man who loved me and would have loved his child.
Well, I think you could count on Matt doing what's best for his child.
That's the whole problem. Don't you understand? He's gonna take over, and then Rachel is gonna back him, and they'll get lawyers, and then they will snatch this baby away from me.
Matt wouldn't do that. I know it.
What? How do you know that? People get possessive. They go crazy for their children. They kidnap them. They drag them.
Lila, don't you think Matt should know about this?
No. I think my baby's rights are what's more important right now.
Well, maybe those include Matt being the dad, don't you think?
But you think everything is so simple, don't you? What if Matt decides that he could love this baby better than I can? I don't have any way to fight his family.
Lila, what makes you think you have to fight his family?
Because they're rich. And rich people always get what they want.
Okay, that's crazy.
Is it? Wow. Matt got you, didn't he? And you were already engaged to Nick.
That was my choice, too.
Was it? Was it really?
Lila, you get out of here.
You have got to never tell anybody about this baby. Do you understand? I am so sorry that I ever opened my mouth. That ought to do it.
Stop that, Cynthia. You look like a fish. Well, better that than a fishwife, huh? Like before. You're gonna love Switzerland, darling. You're gonna have a nice, long rest there. Eat lots of chocolate and cheese, stare at the Alps for hours, and pretend like you're Heidi. Oh, and the wonderful thing, then, there'll be no DA there to indict you for manslaughter. That way, if you do think you have evidence against your husband, well, it'll just be the rantings of a, I hate to use the word, mad woman. Oh! Oh! I thought you said she couldn't move.
I'll take care of this.
Watch the teeth. Watch the teeth.
Now you take it, or I'll force feed it through a tube.
Well, at least she cooperates for you. See, that doesn't change.
With this ring I thee wed. With this ring, with this ring. It's time. I know you understand.
Left me with, Shane. That's it. An empty promise. No love, no money, no future. You didn't even stick around long enough to give this baby a name. As God is my witness, this baby is gonna have a father. There we go. Now I've made room for some nice Corey heirloom.
We do this your way or you take off. That's always your answer, isn't it? You just bolt.
Do you know where your mother is yet?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not a fan of hopeless causes. That's exactly what this is going to turn out to be if we let your brother in on it.
Matt works very closely with Scott.
That's right. And he's a hothead. If he finds out that Scott's connected to Carl, he'll do something impulsive. He may blow up, and especially when he finds out that you're cozying up to Scott.
Please don't remind me, okay?
Well, I have to. You're not making much progress.
I'm trying to not be obvious. I want Scott to think that he is winning me over. He's outside Carlino's.
Is he looking at us?
We have to make this look good. Drive.
Where?
I don't know. Just go somewhere. It's gonna storm.
Doesn't bother me. I like a good storm.
Well, if it isn't my favorite lawyer. Come here, come on, run in. Is there something I can get you? Tea, coffee? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. There's something about the way you call me a lawyer.
Well, you're my lawyer, aren't you?
Yes, officially.
Well, and I can't tell you how secure that makes me feel. Especially with what I've been doing, running around the last few months trying to figure out what to do. Knowing that you are on my side, makes me feel so good.
Is this nauseating display almost over?
Oh, well, I see by the looks of those, this must be an official visit.
The child support papers for Matthew to approve and sign.
Oh, already? Well, you are quick. All right, well, just give them to me. Oh, what? I'll look over them later.
I think we should do this now, together.
Well, Cass, I just want to get some rest. I'm a little bit weary, and I can handle it.
Okay. All right, darling, you get your rest. Oh, but when you get to the part about Sophia, you may have a few questions for me.
Sophia? What do you mean, Sophia? What on earth does Sophia have to do with my baby?
I was hoping you'd be here. After the day I had. It's so nice to come home to have you waiting. Sophia, my God, what's wrong? Why are you crying? What happened?
Night, NBC's must-see Thursday begins with Friends. Then it's Veronica's Closet, followed by Seinfeld, Just Shoot Me, and ER. The best night of television on television begins at 8, 7 Central, NBC Thursday. And Saturday, Paul Hogan, Beverly D'Angelo, and Cuba Gooding Jr. The Old West has never been this much fun. It's the comedy Lightning Jack, followed by Profiler, beginning at 8, 7 Central, NBC Saturday. Father's Day is coming soon. Having problems finding just the right gift for dear old dad? Get online and let NBC.com help you out with tons of great gift ideas. And while you're there, see how you can make your dad an interactive star. Plus, see whether your dad is tough enough to take on TV dads. It's all waiting for you only on NBC.com.